Hi there, it's Scott with Perfect Dog for Life, and in this video I'm going to show you the features of the eCollar Technologies Mini Educator and the microeducator. Now, regardless of which system your dog is using, the features, functions, and operations are exactly the same. The difference between the two units is in the receiver. The Mini Educator receiver is slightly bigger and a little bit heavier than the micro receiver. The Mini Educator has an effective range of half a mile, while the micro educator has an effective range of 1/3 of a mile. But again, regardless of which system is being used with your dog, the features, functions, and operations are exactly the same. For our purposes, we'll just focus on the Mini Educator. So let's have a look inside the box of the Mini Educator, the ET300. Inside your kit, you're going to find that you have your transmitter or your remote, your receiver or the actual e-collar, a charger, there's a lanyard in here, as well as a couple little tools and some additional contact points. So your system does come with a set of 1/2 inch and a set of 3/4 inch standard contact points. We may or may not end up using these with your dog depending on its fur type and its response to the contact points. We have a wide variety of them, so we'll set your dog up with the correct contact points and we'll show those to you when you pick your dog up. Also inside this kit, a couple little tools. This is a little wrench unit right here, and this is used to attach and detach the contact points. So it's just a little wrench, handy to have. There is also a little round tool, and you might be wondering what that's for. Well, that will pop off the face plate or the back plate of your remote control. It just pops off like that. And if we ever need to change the battery or get into the internal workings, or if you decide you want to change the color of your face plates, that's how you would take them off. There's also a tester in here, and I'll just show you briefly how to use that. Take your little wrench tool, and you would take the contact points off, and then this little tester sits over the posts, and as you dial up and apply stim by the remote, there's a little tiny light in here, and if you're testing it, what you should see is that light increasing in brightness as you dial up the stimulation, and that's going to give you an indication if you've actually got a good signal and if the system is working as it should. If you have any issues with this at all, of course, you're going to give us a call and we can help walk you through it, or we can help diagnose any issues that you might have. There is a 2-year warranty on this entire system, so never hesitate to give us a shout if you have any sort of issues, and we'll make sure we take care of them. So in order to turn the system on the back of your remote, you'll see there's a large L button. We're just going to press and hold that for a second or two, and you'll see it pops right on, and you know that it's on as the LED light will come on. And what you'll see at the top is it's flashing 1D, which stands for a one dog system, which is how we're setting it up, and M on the left-hand side, which stands for momentary stimulation. That is exactly what we're going to be using with your dog. Just a split second of application of the stimulation in order to get your dog to comply. Over here, we have the black S button. That is the button you're going to use to communicate with your dog. That delivers the stimulation. The S button, which is going to be your reset button, and that is to reset the stimulation level to the base level. On the other side, there's a T button that stands for tone. We don't use this at all. We don't use tone. We don't use vibrate. So in order to turn the system on, you can see these 2 little red dots, one on the remote, one on the receiver. These are magnetic switches. All we have to do once the remote is turned on is just touch them together and it'll turn the receiver on. You see that green light come on. If we touch it again, turns red, goes off. System on, system off. It's just that easy. Now, if you want to see if you've actually got proper reception between your transmitter and your receiver, we can just dial up anything above 0, press the black S button, which is the button we're using to deliver stimulation, to communicate with our dog. We just press that button, and you can see the red lights lighting up. I also have a tone box on, so anytime I press the black S button, you're going to hear a representative beep. You will not be hearing this when you're using your system. This is just for demonstration purposes only, so you know exactly when I am pressing the button. So again, the black S button, press. See both lights are flashing red. We know it's working. So that's your e-collar kit. Let's go to the next video and talk about your automatic increase remote operation.